Hi everyone, my name is Brad Boyer and I have the privilege of serving as elder here at Gateway. Today we are talking about two of the G's from Welcome to Church Night, generosity and go. Let's start with generosity. It's one of the cornerstones of our faith. In a world that focuses on getting more, Jesus calls us to something different, a life of open hands and open hearts. Generosity isn't just about money. It's about sharing all that God has given us, our time, our talents, our resources, and our love. It's what happens when gratitude overflows from our hearts. God calls us to faith-driven stewardship, joyfully returning a proportional percentage of His resources that are entrusted to us, with hearts marked by trust, gratitude, and generosity. This is about the heart. God doesn't need the money. He entrusts money as a resource to us, but He knows the greatest competitor for our heart is often money itself. Bringing back a portion of what is His is an act of worship and faith. Worship because as we recognize Him as the owner of everything, and faith because we trust He will provide. Everything is God's. He desires us to be faithful stewards of His resources and to faithfully leverage His money after His own heart. This stewardship is guided by a few principles. First and best. The biblical principle of bringing back our first and best is essential. It requires faith in His provision, putting Him first before we budget for anything else. It's intentional and systematic, not an afterthought. And it's proportional, based on what He has given us. The tithe, or 10%, provides a helpful biblical baseline for giving. Our goal is generosity that goes far beyond that baseline. It should also be joyful and eager, a delight, not a duty. We are to store up treasure in heaven by leveraging and investing His resources here on earth. And here is a beautiful paradox. By releasing our grasp on money, money loses its grip on us. As we pursue faithful stewardship, we must remember that this is a call to freedom, not legalism. God desires our faith, our trust, and a generous heart that recognizes Him as the giver of every good thing. Now let's talk about the second G, go. Soon, you'll get an email with a link to take the SHAPE assessment. This is a great tool that helps you understand how God uniquely designed you to serve inside and outside of the church. Here's what SHAPE stands for. S is for spiritual gifts, special abilities the Holy Spirit gives believers to serve and build up the church. Things like teaching, leading, or showing mercy. Heart, or your passions. It's what excites you, what you care deeply about, what makes you come alive inside when you hear or talk about it. A is for abilities, your natural skills and talents, both that you learned and that God has given you. P for personality, your unique temperament and style, how you best connect and contribute. E is for experiences, the good and the difficult moments that shape who you are and how you can help others. Why does this matter? When you serve in ways that fit your shape, you're more effective, more fulfilled, and less likely to burn out. You find your sweet spot where what you love doing meets with how God has designed you and what He's calling you to do. It also helps the church grow stronger. When everyone uses their gifts, we work together more effectively and build a healthier, more vibrant community. And it's a great way to practice good stewardship, using what God gave you in the way that He intended. So when that email arrives, take a few minutes to complete the SHAPE assessment. It's a simple step that can reveal so much about how God has designed you to serve. Let's be people who go, using our gifts, our time, and our hearts to make a difference for the one church.